Hola!
Bom dia!
And welcome to the Gardening Saudade Project!
It's always Christmas. Bom dia everyone. So it's the last market before Christmas. I've had to park absolutely miles away. I hate shopping this close to Christmas, but Carlos has told everyone he knows about the joys of mince pies. And so now I've got to make mince pies for all our friends. But you cannot get anything for mince pies here, so I'm going to have to do a lot of preserving and stuff myself. There is a really good spice merchant here in the market on Mondays, on the upper level, so I'm going to try and get some allspice. I've never seen allspice in Portugal, but hopefully it'll be alright. If not, the mince pies are off the menu. We do have a couple for ourselves that my parents brought over in November, but we'll see. I've got to make my own stem ginger and candied orange and stuff like that. I might be able to get candied orange, but and you can see how mental it is. Absolutely parked up. Let's see if we can find stuff. Oh, I also need to get a sage plant because you can't buy sage here in the supermarket, so I'm going to buy a sage plant that I can plant in the veg garden. I did used to have one, but the dogs ate it when they were little, so I need to get a new one. There is a little place I know that do a lot of herbs and stuff. I think I'll go to the spice market first. Oh, that was quite a walk. Right, wish us luck, lads. Okay, so I changed my mind and had a look to see if there's any salvia, sage, first, and there's none. Not me turkey. I do know of a proper gardening centre on the north side of Fundão. It's a bit of a pain to get to. I might try later in the week to see if I can find sage. I'm absolutely desperate for it. You can't do Christmas without a bit of sage. What about me stuffing? Right, let's go to the spice market now. Good news, everyone. We've got allspice. In Portuguese, it's pimenta de Jamaica, Jamaican peppers, I guess. Em grão. So we're gonna. The mince pies are on. Let's. What have I agreed to? I'm gonna see. There's a couple of more little sort of plant shops. I'm going to see if they might have sage. If not, the chap who is in the top level of the market, he does think that it is open next week, or he's going to be here next week, so I can arrive on Monday. That will be the 23rd. So if I completely run out of sage, at least I can get some dried from here, but I'm hoping I can get some fresh. We're in luck, everyone. It's only a little plant, but I'll just use a little for my turkey and my stuffing. I'm going to plant it in amongst those flowers in the centre of the garden where it won't be eaten by my dogs. Hopefully it will survive. If not, I'll have a quick look. If I just need to put it in a pot temporarily inside until the spring, it can live indoors for a little bit, but Christmas is saved. Stuffing is back on the menu. So I almost went off without remembering my parsnips. Oh, nearly getting run over. Yeah, almost ran off without remembering to check if there's parsnips. I might just see if I can get some this week, because they should, if I leave them in a cool, dry place, last till next week. And that will be something I don't have to worry about. I'm going the wrong way. I think I need a second coffee. But yeah, need to find parsnips so we can have parsnips for Christmas dinner. I do have some frozen parsnip soup somewhere, but it's not the same. And I have seen Continent do have Brussels sprouts. They're not the best looking Brussels sprouts, but they'll do. Mine have still got a few months to go till they're ready, so never mind. But yeah, let's see if we can find some parsnips. I just got a few. It's just me and Carlos. But yeah, I was worried for a second. There was only one person that had it, and they were looking, some of them a little sad, but I got the good ones that were buried at the bottom. Up the wall that you're about to do.
Ah, thanks, Noodles. We appreciate it.
It's everywhere. Oi!
Noodle.
Not filming we, Carlos.
Well, at least he's not weeing on the crop, so.
Yeah.
So speaking of we are going to be doing a bit of gardening this morning.
That's terrible.
It is, isn't it? So Charlotte's going to be planting her sage for use for Christmas. We got it in the local market. I'm sure Charlotte's filmed.
I did, yeah.
Some
I
of it.
was really I think it was the last two in the whole of the market.
Nice.
That were there, so lucky me.
Lucky you indeed, Bean. Okay, enough sniffing the sage. Can you tell that we're a little bit tired?
Oh yeah, I didn't say about the thing.
We had some maintenance work being done on the rail line, so not.
We didn't get any warning or anything like that, mind.
There wasn't yesterday. The night before, they were doing maintenance like 1:30 a.m. in the morning,
and it lasted for ages.
It was like an hour. The dogs.
So it was like this. Must have been. I didn't see what was dropping the stones, but it must have been absolutely huge. And it was making the entire house shake. It was going boom, 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 and you could hear it coming from miles. All of the cats were like,
poor
and the
Noodles,
dogs were going mad.
It was not pleasant. We're gonna put a footage like here.
Yeah,
at
so
some
after
point.
that big thing came, then there was the things that were like, it was like basically like almost like a snow plow, but for stones.
Yeah.
And it was all the stones were scraping across the metal, and this was going on for ages. Just like,
it sounded like
so loud.
It sounded like the aliens had invaded. They were doing weird
really
noises.
Like Werewolf 3 had come or something.
It sounded like an helicopter was flying around. It was nuts, but
yeah, it was
but alas, we're fine, but we're just a little bit sleepy. But alas, I'm gonna do a bit of de-weeding. Charlotte's gonna be planting some sage. So
yeah, remember the wall that I said Carlos really loves doing these sort of jobs.
Yeah.
That's what you're going to be doing.
Oh, I love doing those jobs actually. So.
That's why I left it for you. I hate doing those things. You love doing them.
Yay.
I'm going to get this in.
Have fun.
That went up my nostril. Oh, also, Carlos, we need to put some rocks along this bit, just because this isn't as high, so it's not as bad, but this bit, you can't put stuff on here because it like falls down.
Oh, so I
we
put
need to
more
get some
rocks.
big rocks along here just to...
So and stack them on top of these ones already, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. That's easy. I can sort those bits out. So Charlotte's going to be cooking some lunch. In the meantime, I just want to give you guys a little bit of an update on what's been going on with the fire. Don't worry, we've borrowed, someone has lent us a heater, which is great. You can set a timer on it for 30 minutes, 1 hour, however long you need. So the bill isn't super massive. And Charlotte had a mini accident there trying to get in the house. But long story short, the guy who installed the roof and who put the so long story short, the guy who installed the roof, he is currently busy building, helping to renovate the local church. So he hasn't been free. Hopefully in beginning of Jan he might be a little bit free at the moment, but we've got the heater, we are okay. So he's going to help us with the flashing and the raised tile. In case you're new to the channel, I don't know if you can really see it, but where my finger is over there, that's slightly raised because of the flashing, so water has been going into there. And however, myself and Charlotte's dad, the in-laws, we did manage to help fix the door handle, so now it should open and close well. So we just need to put the rope inside of the door of the fireplace and we should be good for now. And eventually, once that's done, we will swap the tube and we should be sorted.
Remember I said I was going to do something festive? Well, I've decided to make my own mince pies from scratch, which doesn't sound that difficult, but when you live in the middle of Portugal, things like suet and stem ginger are quite hard to come by. So I thought I'd make a little, not necessarily a tutorial, I'm sure there's lots of you who can do a better job than I, but I thought I'd show you how I make some of the ingredients, or get around that you can't get some of the ingredients here in Portugal. And if you're from Portugal and maybe you want to try something a little bit different for Christmas, then mince pies are really, really delicious, and we always eat them at Christmas in the UK. So if you wanted to maybe learn something a bit new, mince pies are definitely really, really great at Christmas. If you don't know what they are, I know they're called mince pies, but they don't actually contain meat in them. I think they used to like 100 years ago. Anyway, yeah, it's dried fruits, spicy. You can sometimes add nuts in there if you want to. People just took the meat out because it was delicious enough as is. There's also alcohol in there. So ignore the crying puppies. I've had to put them in their crate because they were misbehaving. So they're just having a half an hour chill out and they're wondering what I'm up to. They are fine. He just doesn't want to have a nap. He's fighting sleep. It's definitely nap time. Anyway, so to make stem ginger, which is something I find really hard to get over here, I did see something similar. It was like dried ginger in Pingo Doce. I don't know if you could use that, but it looked a bit awkward size, like it was too big. You want it really, really fine for mince pies. And I don't know how sweet it is. So I'm gonna make stem ginger from scratch, and you can also then make extra and add stem ginger and the lovely syrup that it comes in into your Christmas cocktails. So what I've done is I've frozen a big fat chunky bit of ginger. You can see how chunky this boy was. Frozen that overnight, then I've peeled it and chopped it into like 2 centimetre sort of pieces. You can make loads if you want, but what you want is to pop it in a saucepan once it's all peeled and chopped. And we're going to cover that with water. And you have to boil it, well, not boil it, you want it on like a gentle simmer for about 2 hours. That's just going to take away the bitterness, help the sugars break down. So what I'm going to do is just use this little pan. Make sure there's plenty in there. And then I'll just keep popping back and checking on it, like every half an hour or so, and just top it up with water if it needs it. You don't want it to get too low because you want to use this water at the end to make the syrup. Anyway, let's pop that on. What should we say? Shall we say 3? 3 sounds like a gentle simmer to me. Not too hot, not too cold, right in the middle. That'll be fine. Just leave it in there, forget about it. This is the sort of time where you could crack open a little glass of port. But I have to go pick up Carlos from work in a bit, so no port for Charlotte. Alrighty, whilst that is boiling, simmering away, I thought I'm going to make my mixture before I add the ginger. Whilst I was going through, I've realised that my big apple that I bought, Carlos ate it. So anyway, yeah, pretend there's a big grated apple in here. I'm going to add it in at like 10 o'clock tonight when I get home. But I do have the rest of the fruits, so I'm guessing this is candied orange. I'll show you the pack. I could only find it in the continent. But obviously that's a bit too chunky for a mince pie, so we're going to chop that on down. And then our sultanas, we're just going to add in full into my big bowl. I'm using 100 grams of sultanas and 100 grams of raisins. Just because they will give a bit of a mix of flavours. Lovely. And then I want approximately 100 grams of orange, I think. That sounds like a lot. That sounds like a lot. I'm going to go 75, roughly. This has quite a lot of sugar on this one, which is a bit different from the one we would usually use back home. But I think it's going to work. So nice and small. You don't really want a big, chunky bit of a orange peel in your mouth, in my humble opinion. Add those in. It's just slightly less than each one of those. Remember, apples in here, so there's going to be more. I can either add orange zest or lemon zest. We've already got some orange peel in there, so I'm just going to add lemon zest and some lemon juice of 1 lemon. Get a quick squeeze. I do actually have a juicer somewhere, but I have no idea where that is. So we need to add some good spices into this. I don't have nutmeg. You can add nutmeg if you want, but I'm going to add nutmeg to a few things in my Christmas dinner, so I'm not going to be adding it to my mince pies as well. However, I did manage to get hold of pimenta de Jamaica in ground. They did not have it ground, so that translates to Jamaican pepper. As we know, it's allspice, but it is whole. And I broke my pestle and mortar. Well, I don't know which bit's the pestle and which bit's the mortar. Mortar sounds like a hat. I'm going to say no. Anyway, I've still got the bowl, but I ain't got the thing. So, whatever one's which. I do need to grind some of this, and I'm hoping using the end of this boy is going to work. Anyway, oh, this is working. It's working. I might actually add a little bit more. So yeah, I've got about a teaspoon. I might add a little bit. I do love a bit of allspice at Christmas. Oh, That is the smell of Christmas. Get a whiff of that, lads. I'm going to chuck it all in because I love it. And then cinnamon, I have ground cinnamon, so we won't have to go through that painful process anymore. By the way, if you think there's anything I've missed, let us know down in the comments. I'm going to add quite a bit of cinnamon actually. I just think it's so Christmassy. Boom! So, should look something like that. So, if you can get dark brown sugar, that's even better. I've just got regular brown sugar. But basically, you want around, ignore them, but you want roughly around like 100 grams worth of sugar. So whatever you've put in raisins, add the equal amount of that. I did 100 grams of raisins, so I'm going to add 100 grams of sugar. That's a little over, but I'm okay with that. They are alright, by the way, they're just play fighting. As I said, it's nearly walk time, so they're getting a bit angsty. What we would use in the UK is suet. Now, suet is just something you cannot get hold of here, or I certainly haven't been able to find it. But I did read up somewhere online that there was an Irish lady somewhere, I can't remember the name of the website, I'm so sorry. But there was an Irish expat and she worked out if just before you cook your mince pies, add like shredded frozen butter, you can add that in just before you're going to cook it. And that will help give it that sort of slightly creamy silkiness and a bit more sort of luxurious taste to it. So that's what I'm going to be doing, as in Portugal, shortening is not a thing. There's lard, but I don't really want lumps of lard. So I'm just going to add shredded butter in later on when I'm about to cook it. If you did want to, if you are in the UK, just add your suet now. You can get hold of that in basically every shop in the UK, especially around Christmas. So yeah, instead what I'm going to add now is the fun stuff. Don't forget to save some of this for your Christmas pudding and maybe your gravy, depending on how wild you're going for your gravy. I read a recipe, it said add 100 millilitres of this. I'm not doing as much, so I'll not be adding 100 millilitres. But what I'll probably do, it's a very small amount on here, but I'm going to add about 50. It's like a couple of shots worth. Woo! Smell of Christmas. It didn't look like enough, it didn't. So that we saved for my Christmas dinners and putting my Christmas pudding on fire that my mum and dad kindly brought over when they were over in November. Because you can't have Christmas dinner without a Christmas pudding. Now that that's all in there, obviously I'm going to add my ginger in later once that's all done. I'm just running out of time. I should have done this yesterday really, but I ended up actually helping out at Carl's work, so sorry. But what we're going to do is give that a good old stir. Once you've got your apple and your ginger in there, it should work out quite nicely. Oh, I may have added too much booze in that. Oh my god, it smells so good though. Now I'm giving it a good stir. That smells like Christmas. Oh, yum! So what some people do is they make it like 2 months in advance, and I would highly recommend doing that. If you were going to do it for like 2 months, add it into something like this, your big kilner jars and whatnot. I'm just doing it overnight, so I will be adding it to an old ice cream tub that I didn't throw out, because who wants to buy a Tupperware when you can just keep a free ice cream tub? And then once my ginger is done and the apples, put it in the fridge for overnight, and tomorrow we'll be making our mince pies, if all goes to plan. But if you can as well, give it a quick turn and a stir. You basically want to dissolve all of the sugars into the alcohol and the lemon juice so that it breaks down everything, and the fruit should get all nice and plump, and everything's just going to be like all joined up and yummy and delicious. I don't know how many mince pies I'm going to get out of that. Maybe I should have made more. And then I'm going to take the dogs out for a walk whilst that's doing its thing, and we'll come back later and I'll show you how to finish off your stem ginger. That's me having to wash my hands again. Alright everyone, it's a couple of hours later. As you can see, the sun is about to set, and it is time to remove our ginger from the liquid. I've taken it off about 20 minutes ago, so it's not really hot, don't worry. But what I need to do is take the solid chunks out, and then we're going to measure our liquid and our sugar so that they're both equal. So equal parts sugar to liquid, and obviously I have that big jug. That's what I'm going to use to measure it. Just going to take out the big lumps, pop them in a little bowl on the side for now. Measure out how much liquid we've got in here. So just under 400. So put that back in there, now we know how much we've got. That's too much. Ah, do you know what? Just pop it on in. And then you want to put that on low. So we're going to let that sort of start to simmer, mix it in so that all the sugar dissolves, and then we're going to add our ginger back in for about 15 to 20 minutes. And we want it on a little bit high because we want to reduce it so that all the sugar and the ginger all sort of amalgamates into one big juicy yummy mess. Alrighty, this is now simmering away, so I'm going to add my ginger back in. Don't mind me just cooking me dinner at the back. So we're going to pour this all in here. No, you can't have it, darling. You can't have this, you won't like it, it's spicy. I'll give you a spicy bun. It should be a nice golden brown colour. Sorry if you can't see, it's getting late and a bit dark. I'm going to let that cool down here for a little while until I transfer it. But what I am going to do is remove one piece and add it into our mince mixture. You get a nice big juicy bit. You probably only need like one bit. Ooh, didn't mean to do that. That's got to be the best bit in it, guys. This is what happens whenever I cook. They always get curious as to what I'm actually up to. Yeah, you can't come on the two, okay? You can stay there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to chop it up really fine because you don't want any big chunky bits of ginger. So I'm just going to go at it for a little while. Be careful because it's hot. So that is nice and finely chopped. Add it into here. And flick half of it across the table, that's very important. I already just want to eat this by a spoon. My house smells like Christmas, it's really great. Alright, now I need to do is add the apple in tonight, and I'll see you tomorrow, because that's got to soak overnight. And we will make our pastry and finish off our mince pies. Don't eat the Christmas tree, buddy.
Whilst the dogs are all sunbathing and quiet, I thought I'd quickly make the pastry. I'm still in my pyjamas because I ended up helping at Carlos's work and we didn't get home till 1 o'clock in the morning, so I'm staying in my pyjamas today, don't judge. I do need to tie my hair back. Ravioli tried to steal my hairband. A lot of people do add orange zest into their pastry, but since we've got quite a bit of orange in our mix, I'm just going to leave the orange in the pastry. But I might whip up some cinnamon sugar to feel a little bit extra Christmassy to put on top. We don't have loads and loads of fillings, so I think, just guess it, just put it underneath the 200 gram mark. Oh, hang on. Ah, okay, that looks like more. Cool. So up there. Hopefully, is this same for mint? Yes, it is. You want about 100 grams of butter. I have no way of measuring that, so I'm just going to guess and go with feeling. As long as you've got the right texture, like it doesn't really matter. You can always add in a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I am going to add a pinch of salt because salt brings out sweetness. So I'm going to do that, just under half of a block. It should be around the right amount. And I'm going to cut it into little cubes and mix it all together with my hands and get a little bit messy. You should add a little bit of sugar, about a tablespoon. So I'm just going to add a little bit. Just going to get in and get mucky. I have seen people do this in a blender, but I don't have a big enough one. I've only got a little one. Alrighty, so we've got it all mixed in. There's no like big lumps. It's got the consistency of breadcrumbs, and now I'm going to add in 1 egg, and the dogs will go mental when I open an egg because I give them eggshells, so wish me luck. They know the sound when I crack an egg. You can't see Ravioli right now, it's like just watching me. Right, we're not eating near here because we don't want to encourage you. Come on, just a little bit at a time. Excuse me, sir. This is the cooking area. Back off. Back off. Good job. So close. It's definitely coming together. Tagliatelle. Behave yourself. Try pressing it together now. Oh, this leaves a bit. Oh no. Got pastry hands. Just going to knead it a little bit. There we go. Big old ball. Ma'am. Big old ball of crumbly, lovely mince pie dough. We're going to put that in the fridge for a couple of hours to get nice and firm before we roll it out and then put it in the oven. This is for me, okay? Not for you.
Welcome to Christmas, everyone!
I was going to finish filming this yesterday, but then we decided it would be cute if we finished filming it together with some wine and some chocolate.
And we're going to be rolling some
Dough.
for the mince pies! Well,
We haven't even had a drink yet.
I know.
I'm already excited.
it's quite thick, this.
I know it's like mostly butter, honestly. Hi everyone. I hope you can see me in the distance behind Carlos's hands. So here in Portugal, they don't sell like trays. You have to buy them in packs of these. I think they're actually more for pastel de natas, but it does the job. So you want your round cutter to be slightly larger than that so that you know it's going to fit and make a deep enough thing to put your filling in. You with me?
No! Okay, guys, I have finished rolling the shortbread. What's this called again?
Short crust pastry.
The shortcut. Oh, Hey guys, I have finished rolling the short crust pastry. That's a tongue twister. It is looking mighty sexy. Any English nans watching this, or nans in general, do you approve? Let us know down in the comments if you approve. Right. Sorted. Oh, I made it there. That's fine.
You can cut the circles in.
I can cut the circles? Mm-hmm. Okay. Don't want to go too short. Oh, I understand. So you cut them bigger, so when you fold them, you have enough. I see. That's very clever. Okay, Charlotte, you can put one in.
Yeah. So it may be a little bit wonky, a little bit rustic, but that's okay. Ooh, have we got any little spoons? People use the back of their hands and stuff, I think, as well.
Ooh.
Yeah, you've got to be careful of your nails because you don't want a wonky one, you know. Just take the edge off. Bish, bash, bosh.
Ah, it's like doing pastel panatas, isn't it?
Well, these are pastel de natas pieces.
Were these in the house already?
No, I bought them for like €1
Each?
No, for the whole pack.
Ah, amazing. Here you go, babes.
I would not pay €1 each.
Okay. Now we stuff it.
Yeah, man. Let's put the fillings in. Oh, we'll need to roll some out, won't we, as well? What are you saying about that?
Oh, for the topping.
So now, Carlos is going to have a sip of wine for inspiration, and then he's going to cut the first shape. You can just buy cutters to make your life easier, but where's the fun in that?
Exactly. Okay. So I've got an idea because I've been showing people at work what mince pies are. They've never had them before. So let's.
Oh, I was going to do what you're going to do.
Yeah. So we do, okay, a bit too big. I'll chop it here.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, you're no fun. I was going to do that.
Come on, Charlotte.
I'm getting creative, alright? I'm not sure I put as much effort into the rest of them. I'll say that much.
What's she doing?
It's definitely not going to plan, I'll say that much. Oh. Guys, I went a bit extra. I think I bit off more than I can chew, and it's definitely gone wonky.
She tried to do a holly, and
I reckon I can get away with this. Shut up!
I mean, that is quite impressive. I must admit, it does look impressive. Are you going to do 3 of them, or?
No, I've got the berry bits here, ain't I?
That's going to be very
I'm not doing
nice.
3.
Oh, mate.
I'm not doing 3 of those. That's too much. I'll have a heart attack by the end of that. Oh yes, mate. Yeah, you're gonna have to wait to the end. No, I'm not. I'm actually gonna show that off.
Do it.
Like, is it perfect? No. Is someone getting a lot less pastry than they should?
Yes.
Yes. I'll fill it up with some juice, it'll be fine. Oh, that second one, that's an improvement. Look at you go.
Yeah, it's quite thin, isn't it?
Ooh.
Tagliatelle, you little rascal.
Imagine if I dropped them all on the floor. That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
That'd be funny. Alright, and they bake for how long?
Until they look good. Golden brown.
Alright, we are allowed to try one of the 12. All the other ones are going to go to neighbours or
Colleagues, yeah.
colleagues basically. So, but we do have some from the UK, so don't worry, guys.
We're not missing out, and we have Christmas pudding as well.
Yeah. Like we were saying, guys, look at all the mince pies. They've started to go golden brown, especially on these bits, so they're definitely ready. You don't want to leave them for too long or they will burn. So we have also come into the agreement. We are going to try the star-shaped one and the other ones to give away. Because it's Christmas.
Also, the star-shaped one definitely went a little bit wonky in the oven. I don't know if you can tell. But it was made with love.
And TLC. It's fine. It's not that hot. It's fine. Okay, so let's see if we
can get that out. Is it hot? Does it taste like Christmas?
It tastes like Christmas. It's good, right? It's good, right?
Do you know what? I could have done with even more booze.
You could have done with more, but it's good. Yeah, you can taste that allspice, that cinnamon, the sugar.
Oh yeah.
Good job, Charlotte.
Look at us.
Look at us go.
Noodles wants to come in. He's flying out the window.
Of course he wants to.
Let me go get him. Oh, I just want a little.
She's nicked all the mince pie. Alright everyone, before Noodles eats all our mince pies, thank you so much for watching our Christmas Sunny Saudade video.
Thank you for watching this year. Am I right?
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
We
everyone.
will release a video, because we might as well, because we're here. In between, it should be is it New Year's Eve? No, the day before New Year's Eve. I think we'll release a video. It'll be Monday like usual. We'll see you then. But between now and then, have a great Christmas, or whatever you celebrate. Just have a good one, and we'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week.
We hope you eat lots and lots and lots.
Oh, Noodles.
He's gone rogue.
He's gone, oh my goodness. Man, the wine glasses. Ciao, Zinho!
Ciao, Zinho!